dreamer, do you have big dreams that seem way too far away? Do you have dreams that you're not sure how to make them come true? Well, then you're in the right place. Today, we're going to talk about tools, tips, and tricks to help you make your dreams a reality. Are you ready? Then let's get to it. Welcome back to the Dreamer to Achiever channel. This channel is all about giving you the skills, strategies, and encouragement to make your dreams come true. But I can't do that if you don't know what your dreams are. In the first video of this series, I asked you to think about what you want out of life. What do you want for career, finances, family, spirituality, health, any of the categories of your life? What are your true desires, wishes, hopes for the future? If you haven't done so already, pause this video and take a moment to think about those things. Come back with an idea of what dreams you would like to pursue. If you're like me, you have a number of dreams that you would like to make happen. However, today I'm going to ask you to focus on just one. Which dream will that be? In my last video, I asked you to write down all the different things that need to happen in order for that dream to come true. What are the things that you need to do or achieve or obtain in order to realize your dream? I suggested you use sticky notes or a computer program or some sort of a mind map in order to get all of your ideas out. You're starting with brainstorming and then moving into a bit of organization, grouping categories together, and looking at prioritizing different pieces. Finally, I suggested choose something to do and then get started. Well, today we are going to be a bit more intentional with our mission planning. Remember that I like to talk about pursuing our dreams as going on missions just like the astronauts do. In order for a mission to be successful, it takes planning, and that is the focus of our video today. How do you plan to make your dreams come true? How do you plan for that mission in order to have the greatest chance of success? If you've chosen a specific dream to focus on, take a moment to reflect on how long it might take to achieve that dream. Some dreams take many, many years. Others might take just a short time. What about your dream? How long would it take to accomplish that? I have a dream of writing a book. I'm going to say that dream takes about a year. I don't know if it does or not. I've never really written a book before. I've co-authored, but I've never branched out on my own and done my own book. With all the tools that are available today, I don't know if that takes a very long time or a short time, and I imagine it all depends on the type of book. So I'm guessing, and my guess could be spot on or it could be inaccurate. I won't know until I start working on it, and that's okay. Just take a guess right now. How long will it take you to achieve your dream? If your dream takes a number of years, I'd like you to think about what the milestones might be a year out, 2 years out, and go up in increments of a year all the way to when you reach your goal. With that in mind, you can join the people that have a goal that should take about a year or a dream that should take about a year. Now, we're going to look at each month within that year and figure out what steps we could do in each of those months to move us closer to our dream or to completing our mission. I interrupt this program to bring you some stellar supports. Stellar supports are tools that can help us on our journey. In last week's video, I highlighted Post-its or sticky notes. Today, I'd like to recommend that you could use those sticky notes and combine them with a calendar, especially a big desk calendar that you could hang up on the wall. Other planning tools could involve digital resources, software such as Asana, Trello, Notion, mind mapping software. I'll provide a list in the description below with some helpful suggestions for possible software to help you on your journey. Those who know me best know that I am a very analog person. Don't get me wrong. I love technology, and technology is a huge help to me every single day. In fact, I can't go anywhere without my phone. Well, except here to record. At any rate, a tool that I love to use for planning is a bullet journal. I discovered bullet journals about a year ago, and I have to admit I'm hooked. I love that you can decorate the bullet journals, but also that you can set them up exactly the way that you want to in order to accomplish the tasks that you need to accomplish. I know that sounds awkward, but it's really true. Bullet journals can be set up any way that you can creatively imagine. I have 2 bullet journals, one for my everyday planning and another that I have set aside for my book writing dream. In the description below, I will include a list of materials that are helpful for bullet journaling, as well as links to some planners that I've found helpful in the past. I've also developed a Dreamer to Achiever planner. I'll put a link for you to that in the description as well. Whew, that was a mouthful. And now, back to our program. Welcome back. We are ready to talk about the steps that go into planning. I've asked you to think about what you might accomplish moving towards your dream in a year, and then break that down into milestones that you can cover each month. This will help you to know whether or not you're on track to meet your goal when you thought you would achieve it. The iterative process, or that process of looking back and seeing what's worked, what hasn't, and where you're at in a project, are key. I cannot stress the value of the iterative process enough. However, don't fall into the black hole of negative thinking. You don't want to have a fixed mindset when it comes to the iterative process and project planning. You want to have a growth mindset, the recognition that everything that you're reflecting on is data. It's just data and nothing more. It can help you change your plans, solidify your plans, or enhance your plans to move you in the direction that you want to go. When you're making your plan, think about things that come up in each of those months that might interfere with or vie for attention with your ultimate dream. In my family, we have a lot of birthdays in December and January. Those are months where those birthdays pull my attention away from the things that I'm trying to accomplish or get done. So I know I'm not going to be as productive during those 2 months. The summertime, on the other hand, is a bit of downtime for me. So I'm going to be able to accomplish more, and I'm going to put more tasks and ideas into those months. Let me explain this in a different way, just to make sure you have a clear understanding. What we've done is we've taken our dream, our mission, and we've broken it down into all the pieces we can think about. You could think of that as breaking our mission into smaller components and then time keying those components, which then become goals. We want to make sure that each one of those is very clear, that you understand it. It has to be specific. It has to be measurable. How are you going to know when you have achieved that milestone? How are you going to know when you've achieved that goal? How are you going to know when you're ready to move on to the next step? That has to be clear. It also has to be doable. I am not going to give myself a goal of writing a book in one day, because I know that I can't do that. It won't be the book that I want to publish by the end of one day. You broke a year plan into a monthly plan. Now it's time to plan 1 week, your next week of work, your next week of movement on this mission towards achieving your dreams. When you have an idea of what the first week looks like, take a look at tomorrow. What is your plan for tomorrow? Each day at the end of my work day, I like to look at my plan for the next day and put in anything that makes sense to be in there, especially with respect to any dreams that I'm working on at that time. In doing this, I'm also reflecting on how the day went that I have just finished. Did I get interrupted by something that I hadn't planned on? Did I make good use of my time? I explained in the last video that taking that first step is so important. And for many of you, that first step may be the mission plan. And I applaud you for that. If you have completed your mission planning, well done, bravo. That is a huge step. What is the next thing that you could do? In fact, what is something that you might be able to do today, no matter how small, that can move you forward towards your dream? If you have an idea, then do it, and then celebrate it, and then get ready to face tomorrow and do more. And now we have stellar apologies. I have an apology to make to you. In my last video, I promised that this video would be about establishing habits. I decided at the last minute that it was really important to get this planning video in order for you to have everything that you needed in place to start working on those habits. So the next video will be on habits. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you found any part of this video helpful, please hit like and subscribe to my channel so you won't miss out on another episode where I will help you move closer to your dreams. We had our tips today. I gave you tips such as breaking bigger pieces into smaller ones. I gave you tools about how to do your planning, whether it's digital tools or analog. I also provided you with some tricks. The main trick that I pointed out was looking at things on a daily basis, reviewing them, that iterative process. That's my secret trick for success. And on that note, I encourage you to keep on dreaming. And I'll say bye for now.